Okay, so before I go, let me just clarify. This is not a confession of love. I just really like everything about you and your very character. Especially the way that you really carry yourself, and when the situation gets hairier, you still know your worth. Humble to the core, knowing that you are not perfect, but smart enough to realize that you are truly worth it. More than any words or numbers could ever explain, so forget the 9 on your mind because God calls you by name. You've been through a lot, but still hold His name up high. You glorify Him in all that you do and make it seem like you don't even have to try, like it's your second nature. Even when the situation causes your life to do a U-turn, hidden major, U-turn with. Letting Jesus take the wheel so that you do not drift into a ditch of darkness. And although the sudden change of direction did hurt and leave you in a state of uncertainty, you managed to pull back your composure. And during your entire ride, since the beginning, you have never chosen to drive in the same lane as everyone else, because while they are on the highway to hell, you chose a different route. To be honest and devout to the Lord, only choosing to transform and better yourself for those around you and not conform like everyone else, even when folks surround you. And to this day, I have not heard you truly complain, except for that one time when you was crying for food. I'm just kidding, I'm only trying to lighten the mood. But honestly, I will never forget the day that I looked into your eyes and I could see the pain. But it wasn't yours that I could see. Actually, it was a pain in me. You had taken notice, even when it was not plain to see, and I had deceived all into thinking that I was okay, but you know this. This is why I put a doctor in your name, because it was like you had an x-ray, the way you could see inside, and that I was broken. And to you, it was as clear as day. Now I know you don't wear contacts, but when your eyes made contact with mine, I felt like I was about to cry. My eyes felt dry like they needed some water. There was this bit of irritation that caused me to rub. I guess I wasn't used to feeling this love. And I found it funny that my eyebrows became like clouds and it seemed to start raining inside, but only above me. Because you love me. Just from a mutual standpoint, from one human to another, it made me happy and sad and confused. I just wanted to hug her for my own comfort. But I'm telling you, I could see the love with just one glance. It was almost as if my heart began to dance at just a chance of feeling this trance that enhanced my stance to advance. Cause I could now pick up my pants. I was done screwing with the past. With just this one look, I had booked a spot in the train moving forward. I was now on the track going toward the right path and never looking back. With just one quick stare, all cares and worries were tossed to the wind. I felt like I was within the eye of the hurricane, surrounded by the storm, but peace was knocking on my door. With just one quick glimpse, I could sense her presence from across the room, and all too soon, emotions flooded me like a monsoon. With just one peek, she could see my heart. She had snuck in through the window of my soul, and I didn't even know. With just one gaze, she took me out of the maze that I was circling. I was hurting, and it was certain that I could not escape. Because I was stuck at the crossroads of fitting right in, but feeling left out because I had been cast from my home. But that one look told me to forget the past and move on. It was more than just a look, glance, stare, glimpse, peek, or gaze. She used her eyes to communicate, to tell me that it was okay. No words needed to be exchanged, but I knew exactly what she was trying to say. I am your friend. I am here to stay. I don't know if you understand the power of eye contact, but now I contact you to do the same. We must have the look of love in each one of us, one that we trust, showing we never judge. We all have our own problems, whether we admit it or not. Be that friend standing at someone's shoulder, ready to hold her or him. The battle that we are fighting within is not one that we must do alone. We have friends that help to defend and encourage us to move on. And though we are flawed, we are connected by one God that stands above all. Let Him in and be the relinquisher of sin so that you may be written in His book. Now let me remind you that all of this can be said just one look.